My name is Bill Goldman. I'm from Chicago, have lived here all my life, and in 1963 I traveled to Mexico, stepped off the plane, and fell in love with the country. The first trip to Mexico I bought a few things, some gifts, and bought souvenirs, never dreaming it would become an addiction and become what's around me. I spent a lot of time in Morelia, Michoacan in the early days, and made the acquaintance of Arturo Olivares, who worked at the Casa de Artesanías in Morelia, which is the house of folk art or popular art. He really launched me into collecting in a great way and made it important to meet the artisans, go directly to the source. Some of the other artists I met, but in different areas, like Oaxaca, one of them was Teodora Blanco. And I was drawn to her because I had read that Nelson Rockefeller was a great fan of hers and had over 800 pieces of her work that he had brought back to New York. So I sought her out and, of course, immediately purchased pieces. The exhibit contains a set of Teodora Blanco's work, but it was missing the Holy Family. So I had her daughter, Irma Blanco, make the Holy Family, and from the Holy Family is baby Jesus and Mary to fill in the missing pieces from Teodora's set. Another artist from the same area, from the state of Oaxaca, the town of Ocotlan, is Josefina Aguilar. And we became very good friends. Josefina is one of several sisters, and they all produce similar pieces. But Josefina is my favorite because she does everything from scratch. She doesn't use molds at all. And her pieces are caricatures of the people you see walking around in her village. After Josefina's visit to Chicago one year, I went back to Mexico, Oaxaca, at Christmas time, and Josefina presented me with this likeness as a gift. I'm holding one of her religious pieces, the Virgin of Guadalupe, and trying to decide whether to buy it or not. The last few years I've been spending the whole winter in Mexico, which of course includes Christmas and New Year's. And Oaxaca has wonderful traditions at Christmas time. Many of the homes set up very elaborate nativity sets. And again, they're judged, and there's a winner every year. I collect nativity sets, or nacimientos as they're referred to in Spanish, because so many of the different artists produce them. And it's nice to have different examples to contrast with one another. This is the latest one I purchased. It's from Metepec in the state of Mexico, and it's a little tree of life form of nacimiento, and the details are fantastic. It is now 47 years later since I stepped off the plane in 1963 and fell in love with Mexico. The love has not waned. It's just a wonderful country. The people are just marvelous.